Okay, we will begin our study of differential forms with what we call tangent vectors. Okay? So I will not be formal, pareho tong dating definition, lemma. Maybe ano lang siguro kay dito ta madugay kay magsulat-sulat pa ko. So I'll just just a working definition. Anyway, so a tangent vector. So a tangent vector, you have, okay, first let's consider a manifold here. We are before this we consider a manifold. So I will not give a formal definition, a technical definition of the manifold. It's just something like, it's a space wherein, what do you call this one? Well, dagan siya simple definition, but I think the one that I really like is that locally, meaning at small parts of this manifold, there is a Euclidean space. Okay? Meaning when you say a Euclidean space, the Euclidean metric works. Okay? The concept of right triangle is the way we see things karon. Okay? So, for example, here on Earth, itong concept is we have this space right here in which Euclidean geometry works. Okay? So, anyway, so that's a manifold. It's just a set, which is a space, not necessarily a vector space, but as long as at each point of this manifold there is this Euclidean space. Okay? And this Euclidean space, this feature of this definition will allow us to define a lot of things, to do a lot of things. Now, when you have a manifold M, now at each point P in M, okay, so a tangent vector, we'll now define a tangent vector. So at each point P in M, you have a tangent vector V. It needs a point of application. It needs it needs 2 points. Okay? It needs two criteria. It needs what we call a point P, which is the point of application, if this is that P right here, and a vector V. Okay? So this is now the vector. So this together, this one, a vector V and a point P, we have now what we call VP. Let's put that, kaya naka-bold na siya usually. If you look at into text, this is written in bold letters. Okay, so I'll just use that arrow right there. Okay, but now, you have to avoid thinking just like katong vectors are, vectors are still arrows, but then, because here we will start to think of vectors as operators, as something that operates on scalars. Okay? So you have a vector V. So a vector V could be this. So that means that at point P, this is now, this point right here is P plus some TV. Right? Kanisa nga, if this is point P, and this is vector V, so this vector is parallel to that, then this point here is P plus TV. So P plus TV is anywhere in this line. Okay? It could be dire, it could be dito. Okay. That's P plus TV. T is a parameterization now. Okay? You adjust the value of T, then you will get all the points that lies in this line. Okay? So, a tangent vector V is actually an operator on a function f. Consider a differentiable function f. Now, require f to be as long as it's differentiable, that regularly differentiable. Usay ko na to, no? This is a function, a scalar field, scalar function f. Meaning this is a function from R, or in general, this is actually f in M to R. It takes sa manifold to R. So this tangent vector acts on this in a manner this way, in this manner. Vf, okay? V of f is d over dt of f of p, f of p evaluated at t equals 0. Sorry. P plus TV evaluated at t equals 0. Now, this definition is a simple definition and it's very intuitive. This one is actually, this is the tangent vector. Now, this one is what we call the directional derivative. Okay? This definition right here is the directional derivative. So, that is the directional derivative. What does the directional derivative tells us? The directional derivative is a number. It's a scalar. Now, think of f as, let's say, this could be, let's say, temperature distribution in this room. And this is the point P, and this is another point. This is P plus TV right here. If you go to this direction, going from this point to that point, diri ka mo adto, okay? If you go in this direction, the directional derivative tells you how much f changes if you go in this direction. For example, let's say f is 3. Okay? If you go in this direction, let's say you get f equals 3. So that means that f changes, the temperature increases by 3 as you move in the per unit, as you move in the direction of this one. Okay? So, paana siya dire. Nasabtan ninyo, na-picture out ninyo. Okay, it changes by 3 units. It increases by 3 units. Okay, if it's negative, then it decreases by 3 units as you move in this way. So, that's actually the directional derivative. Okay? So, ang kuanan is that take note that f, this is the language that we know. F that you know. This is f can be written as x in R3. Think of R3. X, Y, Z. Tama? Okay? So f is something like this. It's R3 to R. Okay? That means that taking the derivative of f, when you take the derivative of f over dt, df over dt, you have to apply chain rule. Okay? So when you evaluate this one, that would be, okay, you have now partial f over partial what? X. Now since we are in n dimensions, let's just take this to be superscript I. It's not an exponent. It's a superscript. Okay, and usually we refer to pag coordinate function, it becomes it's just a superscript. Okay, times what? So the derivative of each of this, right? The sum of the derivative, that one. So this is now x what? This is xi dxi over dt. So xi dot. Now, okay. I'm quite loose in my notation. This is actually, we take, we evaluate this at P. This is actually evaluated at, anyway, pwede naman natin siya ikuan. Okay? So, x dot at x dot I. So, here, this is something like, take this one as VI. This is now the component of the tangent vector V. Okay? And you have partial over partial f over partial xi, or you can write this as, that means, okay, partial f over partial xi. That means that we can write this thing, meaning that VP, meaning that what you plug here is a scalar field. Okay? Meaning it's a scalar function. A vector, a tangent vector, it's a scalar function, but it's evaluated at a point P. Okay? So, ibutang na nimo siya dire, meaning that this whole thing right here can be taken as in operator form. This is VI partial over partial XI. Okay? Now, note that we are tanawa. You are used to labeling of any vector V. Let's say, katong V ninyo dati. V equals VI EI, diba? This is the basis vectors. Right? Okay, by the way, there is summation right here. I usually forget the summation, but take note that when you are in it, there should be summation dire. No? So there's a summation dire. Okay? So here again, there's a summation. So VI EI. What's meaning EI? Okay? This is actually the basis vectors na ginano nato. Okay? Or we can actually say some, well, anyway, that's a basis vector. So this exactly is that form. That means, kung tanaw ni mo ni, this acts as a vector operator, a tangent vector operator at that basis. Okay? Kana siya. So from now on, in this context, you start thinking of a vector as something like this. Now you will use Einstein convention. Okay, para dili na ta magsigig sulat og summation. Okay, what's Einstein convention? Whenever an index is repeated in the same term, then meaning there's a summation there. Okay, pero pag sa different it has no summation. So a tangent vector is something like that, but this is to be evaluated at P. Okay? That means, since na P dire, you have to evaluate this at P. So when you plug dira, so this is now evaluated at a point P. Okay? The point of evaluation. But what if we have, this is actually some sort of, what if we have a vector field? Okay? Now in general, we can write a vector field X. Okay? Knowing this, a vector field X can be written as VI, okay? Which VI is what? X dot I. Okay? VI is X dot I times, partial over partial XI. And this is this means, does this mean anything? Wala, di ba? Because this is an operator. When you act this to a function, a scalar function, it gives you a number. Okay? And that is what we call the directional derivative. This is the directional derivative, but not evaluated at a specific function. It can be evaluated at not evaluated at a specific point. It can be evaluated anywhere. Okay? So, nasabtan. Okay, so just some, para gid mo. Let's have some let's have some exercise right here. Okay, kindly ninyo before we proceed. Because this will get too abstract later. Okay, f of x f now is just equal to x squared minus 2xyz squared. Okay. Evaluate V. Find the directional derivative of f. Vf at a point. Using the vector V is, let's say, if our V is 1, negative 1, 0, and our point of application is 1. 0, 1, 2. Okay, try this one. So first, what is f of p plus tv? F of p plus tv. So f of p plus tv equals, again, I'm not so comfortable writing this in terms of arrows. These are actually bold letters in books. Some would use, malisod man siya pag dili siya, pag ordinary letter lang, in order to emphasize it from, to separate it from a scalar. Okay, but anyway. So what is f of p plus tb? What's p plus tb? P plus tb now is 0 plus t times 1, di ba? tb is you multiply t by here. So the tb is just t minus t, 0. Tama? Okay, that's tb. Right? So p plus tb is 0 plus t. So this is t. 1 minus t. So 1 minus t. And 2 minus 0. That's 2. Okay? So f of p plus tb, that means that x is t. Y is minus t and 2. Okay? So that would be, asa na to? Ha? Ito. You have t squared minus 2 times t, 1 minus t, and times 2. So 4. So this would be t squared minus 8, t minus t squared, tama? Or we have now t squared minus 8t plus 8t squared. Or this is now 9t squared minus 8t. Evaluate this at, take the derivative. Take the derivative now. Katong definition din, kung na-erase na. So df over dt is what? 18t minus 8. So that evaluate at t equals 0. At t equals 0, this is just equal to negative 8. So the function changes by negative 8. Nasabtan? Okay? Okay, sayon ra? Okay ra. Pero later, medyo, sayon ra mangyapon yun siya. Ano lang, sometimes mo complicate lang yun siya. Okay, asa na to? Okay, let's, nakuha ninyo ang kuan? Now, how about define this? Okay, use this definition. I mean this one actually. Theorem ni siya. No, wala na ako nagkuan definition theorem, wala na ako nag-formalize. This is actually a theorem. We'll use this one. Meaning that this should be equal to that this one, okay, must be equal to x dot I. Okay? Partial f over partial xi, the sum. Tama? First, what is x dot I? Okay. X dot I is this one. Okay? The component of V, this is Bx, By, Bz. Okay? So, sa ato pa, this is 1 times partial f over partial, asa na tong f na to? Partial f over partial x. This is, asa to? Okay. This is 2x minus 4yz. Ay, anong 4 man? Buang. 2yz. Ay, z squared man din, no? To. Z squared. Right? Plus, what is x? That 2. Negative 1, right? Mo niyang vi. So, this is plus negative 1 times partial f over partial xi. Asa naman to? Partial y di ay. Partial y. So, kanilang, no? So, this is minus 2x minus 2x z squared plus, this is, okay, 0, right? 0 man eh. Oh yeah, 0 na. So what? We don't need to solve for the other, ano dia. So sa ato pa, this is just equal to 2x minus 2y z squared plus 2x z squared. Now evaluate this at the point P. Okay? Okay ra kay klaro pa man. Okay. Makita pa pero ang problema ni kay kuan kusog sag noise oh. Alright, kita pa mo? Sa mukha ni. Kaya ito na nasa ning isolve. So sa walay dot dira ang anong naman ay dot. What's the point P? 0, 1, 2. So this is 2 times 0 minus 2 times 1 times 0 plus 2 times sa 0 lagi ni. Ha? Ha? Asa? No, to 2x mo gud ni. Ha? O saan z squared? Ay, okay. Asa ang? Asa ikadua? 2x kani, di ba? Kani? Ay, okay. Pila ni? 2 squared. So 4. 2 times 0. Oh, this is negative 8. Tama? Okay? Right? Nice. Sayon ra. Ang equal kasi ano man guna siya later. Karon okay pa ni kay kuan pa ni directional derivative. Pag abot nato sa higher derivative next time, I mean higher level nga derivative, medyo abstract na siya. So at least kabalo mo sa gakahitabo. Okay? Na concrete nga kuan. Hindi gi-equate lang kay theorem ani, di ba? By definition, what was the definition? The definition of the directional derivative was that df over dt d over dt of f of p plus tv evaluated at t equals 0. And this is actually a theorem kani. But we have to evaluate this one at p. Okay? And this is now the tangent vector VPF. Now this is the definition, taman dire. But this one is a theorem because I already derived this. Okay? So meaning that this one is also equal to this. So I just showed to you two ways of solving this one. Sometimes it's easy to solve this way and sometimes kani, but I think most of the time masayon ni siya. Okay? Ang kuan. Okay? Nakuha? So, okay? Now if you evaluate this on a vector field, then this will not be on a vector field, then the final answer kanilang siya. Okay? Wala siya point of evaluation P. Okay? If, for example, V or X, F. Okay? Now, that is a vector. Now, we go to a differential form. Sa differential form, we have first a zero form, which is just the differentiable function f. Okay? And then a one form, we can think of this as phi equals fi dxi. That's a one form. Okay? And a two form would be, let's say, what should we use? Omega. Omega equals G na lang siguro, no? G, I, J, dxi, dxi, dxj. Now, here, we have this. This is what we call, this is just a product. Pero this is just to remind us that the product of this one, it follows what we call alternation rule. When we say alternation rule, you have alpha, for differentials from alpha and beta, kana siya, product beta is equal to minus beta alpha. Okay? But it's just product, something like you multiply it. But we have to, because here we will talk about oriented areas. Note that we now have to have two spaces here. We have the vector, katong sa vector fields, sa vector form, in which there, the length of the vectors is the king. The length of vectors is actually some sort of the norm of the space. But in this space right here, it's not the lengths of vectors or angles. This will, it's not the length of vectors here. This will be area. Okay? So anyway, you have now a general, an N form, meaning N form is nakay N kabuok dire. Okay? Now, 3, 4, whatever is that. We don't have to go into that. We will just need 2, 4, up to second 2 form kani. Okay? Now, unsa gining differential form? What really is those differential forms, and why are they important? Because are these numbers? No, these are not numbers. Okay, these are not numbers, di ba? Fi dx is not, because dx, can you put a number to dx? No, you cannot put a number to dx. So meaning this is not a number. Okay? But what a one form, take a one form. A one form is actually applies a one form phi. Okay, dili na ato ako sa erase, no? A one form phi is actually something like an operator that we apply to, that it's a vector. So meaning, phi would make sense if you apply this to a vector v. Okay? And applying a one form to a vector v would give you a number. Okay? Only then that the differential forms would make sense in our intuition. I mean, in the concrete world. Okay? Where things are concrete. Okay. How this is applied? So, kung tanawin niyo, this is Fi, na-summation ha, again, dxi times, okay, ako na lang karoon ng summation para, okay, Fi dxi times what? What is v? This is vi partial over partial xi. And actually, this one doesn't actually make sense. No? Because a tangent vector or a vector field would make, a tangent vector, pag mupilit siya sa function, that's, you get an actual vector. Okay? So some sort of, what we call this is vectors. Vector fields are actually what we call derivations. No, we call that a derivation, which it follows Leibniz rule. Okay. And when we do this, sa may tabuan this is double sum, but I'll just write one sum. Fi vi dxi partial over partial. No. This is vj. This is, I have to write j here. Vj dx partial over partial xj. Or we can just write siguro we can just write this as wala. Ato na lang partial over partial xj. Okay? Na ako'y notes actually ani sa una, dugay na kayo. Pero di na ako makitaan. Mugani. Na dito na ito yung mga solve problems. Ako gitong gi isa-isa. Nga kuan. Pero di kay wala sayang lagi. Tuwa man ko to sa last email na ako. Wala na. Sayang no. Hatag na ako to. Naunta to ron. Okay. F-I-V-J. Okay. Now, we define this as the Kronecker delta. Okay? Ato ni siyang i-kuha nito the Kronecker delta. Meaning here, the coordinate function, the basis functions in this space, we call this is what we call a covector. The coordinate function in the covector space, the basis dxi, acting on the basis of kumbaga pa the vector, I don't want to say vector space, but the space of katong sa vectors, because a vector space would mean, but both of these are vector spaces actually. But then anyway, this is summation of Fi Vj is Kronecker delta Ij. Ij. Okay? I sa taas ang I, J sa ubos. Now, we're back again with this. Actually, di man ito mag-matter nga kuan, pero base man in many, is, okay, by the way, this is J. Okay? So, this means that this is a summation of Fi, V, I. So, this is now a number. We know that this is a number, diba? Now, that product is a number. So, a one form converts a vector into a number. Actually, in a more, in the tensor, since we have already dealt with tensors, this is what we call type 01. Differential form, a one form is type 01. A vector is type 10. Now, naputay type, for example, natay type 20, natay type 02, napunta type 11. Okay, but this is quite complicated because hindi nato na siya kung anon. How I wish that we have this full course on differential geometry yun because dito ni ma-reconcile ng tanan kani. Okay, anyway, sabtan. No? So okay, pero medyo dulom yun siya ba? Okay. So, this is now the action of that. Now, okay. Balik ka dito sa M, manifold M. Let's go back to the manifold M. At every point P in M, we can put a tangent vector VP, diba? At every point P in M, how do I write this? At every point P in M, we have VP, which is a tangent vector to, okay? Now all of the set of these tangent vectors would form what we call TPM. So, meaning, when you have this, then this results to what we call TPM. Okay? The tangent space at P. Okay? Sa kada point, if this is the space, think of this as R2. At this point right here, you have that space right there. And that space, why do we have a tangent space right there? Well, that tangent space actually will, mo nang makabutang tag-coordinate system na pudra because that space is isomorphic to R2. If this is R2. Okay? So we can put here a reference whatever say ano nato dra because this is isomorphic to R2. Okay? So this is right here is a TPM. So now unsa may space nga gi-produce niya? Well, it's another R2. Okay? Now sabtan ninyo? Okay, a tangent space. Okay. Now, para ma-visualize ninyo ni, think of this as this. Think of M as this, one-dimensional space. At a point X, we have a tangent space right here. The tangent space is totally separate, is different from this one. Okay? Now, kani siya butang tag-ana diha karon. This axis right now is this axis is actually the tangent space. We can call this space x dot. Generated by, the space formed by sa katong actions of the tangent vectors. Because they produce tangent vectors dito. So, kani siya, isa lang na siya. At every point here, you have dot. Okay? So, this one here, this space is TP, if the, X day, point P. TPM. Okay? If this space is TPM, then all of this, okay? When we take the union of all of this, we have now TM, which is defined as the union of all TPM, where P is an element of M, and we require it to be, of course, these are disjoint. So disjoint union, okay? Disjoint union is written usually this way. No, disjoint union. And this is called TM. Okay, not the touch mobile. This is TM, the tangent bundle. Now, the tangent bundle is of higher dimension than M. It's another manifold. From this space, we have this, we can now actually form functions, right? We can form unsay mga whatever, unsay ano nato dira in the tangent bundle. But each point of this one has coordinates x dot. Okay? And actually, we can have a projection map from the tangent bundle. It's actually the projection map pi. It's actually from the tangent bundle to M, in which pi of the vector x dot is equal to x. Okay? This is at point P. So this is x at P. So this is a projection map. It's just it maps out the quants. Anyway, so this is not the tangent bundle. Now, there's something interesting about the tangent bundle because this is not just, we want actually some sort of, we can form some geometry here. Now, think of this one as, if suppose that this is a coordinate, let's say that is your angle, theta. Now, you have the trans 0.01 hantod 2 pi. And after that, 3 pi. But then, if this is 2 pi, if this is 0 and this is 2 pi, we know that this identifies with this, right? So technically, we can roll this one, paana dito, what we have is actually the cylinder. Okay? We can form the cylinder in the construction of tangent bundles. Actually, tangent bundles is one example of what we call vector bundles, and which is just a subset of what we call, in general, a fiber bundle. But this is, in higher differential geometry, you would see there, mga advanced na mga frame bundles. You can put almost everything there as long as you can put katong gibuhat, try na buhat sa akong sa Hamiltonian bundles. I can call it Hamiltonian bundles, no? Pwede kang butang dia og kada point butang kag Hamiltonian, or I don't know. Okay? Anyway, so this is now what we call the tangent bundle. Okay? Now, in the tangent bundle, the function that we know in physics that lives in the tangent bundle is what we call the Lagrangian. Okay? The Lagrangian is a function of q dot. Okay? And this is a curve this is a scalar field, the Lagrangian, not a curve, but a scalar field in general in tangent bundle. Okay? And each part of this particle for specific Lagrangian, it will form a curve, right? So, sige, buhat natin dito, we vary that and everything. So, those all happen in the in this manifold. So this is a manifold. I don't want, di natin siya i-prove because it would require some deep nga kuan. Now, so sa ato pa, again, at each point in this, like for example, in this is a fiber. Okay? The fiber is the tangent space. Okay? So at each point in this fiber, okay? At each point in that fiber, we can have, okay, at each point in the fiber, we can have a, what we call, because this is a tangent space. At each point in the tangent space, we can, these are spaces of tangent vectors. No, tangent vectors lives here. Now, if can we have a what we call for every tangent vector we can form what we call a differential. I mean, yeah, a katuganing a one form that converts it into a number. So every point ani we can actually have some sort of differential form, a one form that converts that point, not convert that point, but actually, kumbaga pa, yeah, because this is a point in the TPM. I mean, in TM, okay. And what happens now if since we have vectors, diba? And then we have differential forms. So we have phi. Where does phi live? Phi doesn't live in the tangent space. Okay? But phi, knowing that phi, remember what was the katong form sa phi? This is given by Fi dxi, summation. Okay? And it would just look like V. And in fact, when you add this to the vector, you have Fi Vi. So here we have now what we call, okay, good. Okay, we have now the effect of this to vector is converting it into a number. We have what we call a dual space. To every vector, we can apply a phi to that vector and we get a number. Okay? And this space nga form niya is what we call, okay, kada point dire is, okay, kani, this is TPM. Kada isa ana, natay, I'll put it here. Nakoy ani, no? Counterpart. This is still M. Now, this is P, and this is P right here. And here, I have a vector. I have a counterpart, which is what we call a covector. Okay? And this here leaves what? This here leaves the phi. Okay? And this is a dual space. Okay? Okay. Ang phi now is what we call the dual vector of V. If phi V equals Fi Vi, then what we call phi is what we call a dual vector. Kimo nang dual basis. Okay? So, kani karon ang nato. This space right here is what we call T star PM, the cotangent space. Because this is the tangent space where lives the vectors, no? That means, since this is a one form, then this is we can call this a cotangent space. And from here, we take now what we call T star M, which is again the union of all the cotangent spaces. T star P M, P an element of M. This is now called the cotangent bundle. So this again forms kani. Now what are the elements of the cotangent bundle? Here is you have the configuration Xi. Now since I would now love to call this as Qi. Okay? And dire, okay, each of this leaves what? Okay, what do I need in order to convert q dot I to a number? That would be, I would need a one form phi, which is defined, I would define this as P D Q I. P I D Q I. What is now my, okay, yung sa ikuan ani karon. Okay? P I D Q I. So, okay, P is not for any point. I mean, not the point P, it's not a naming P. It's another variable now, P. Okay? So, natay Pi dqi. And what happens when we act this to a given vector? We get a number. When we act this to a given vector, B, we get a number. Now, okay, magsugod ta dire. Okay, this is actually what we call, we have constructed the tangent bundle. Okay, this is key to this. This is some sort of, this is key to the understanding of the tangent bundle. Why have we constructed a tangent bundle? Because of this. Without this, we could not construct the fiber, I mean the cotangent bundle. I mean, yeah. Please, naay attendance sunod ha. Okay, kay dapat mo stay gid mo taman sa end. Kay basin ng uban naka-attendance nako. Asa tong attendance ron? Na dire unya na mag-attendance. Isog mo kay ka. Ha? Okay. Now that we have the tangent bundle, why have we okay, ang question ani is ngano naka-construct og cotangent bundle T star M. Why were we able to construct a cotangent bundle? Because of this one form. Without this, there will be no this one. So that means that this is what we call a canonical one form to the T star M. Meaning canonical, it's fundamental. Okay? It's basic. It's constitutional. Okay? It's the constitution of the cotangent bundle. Okay? We were able to construct the cotangent bundle because of this. So this is what we call the canonical one form. Okay? Now, this is now the canonical one form. We will now differentiate this to the exterior derivative. Okay, let's define the exterior derivative. Exterior derivative. Suppose that you have alpha and beta. Alpha as what we call, M form. This is an M form. And beta as N form. So the exterior derivative of alpha beta is equal to d alpha times beta plus, this is negative 1 raised to m. Yeah. Alpha cross d beta. So this is almost like the Leibniz rule. Almost like the Leibniz rule, pero you have a negative 1 here. This is because of the alternation rule. Okay? Now, we define now a canonical 2 form by through the exterior derivative of this phi. Okay? So, we'll define omega as negative for the convention. D phi. The exterior derivative of this. So, this is minus d of pi dqi. Okay? And what we have here is we have minus dpi dqi plus d no. It's a one form, so minus wait. P is a P is a zero form here. So, it's just, so, plus ra. Plus. D, wait. Yeah, DQ, alpha, no? Alpha, so, ano, DP, I, DQ, I. But this is 0. It must be 0. Okay? So, D of DQI is 0. So, this one right here is 0. So, sa ato pa, omega now is equal to DQI, DPI. This is what we call the symplectic form. And everything is because of this. Everything in the cotangent bundle is because, actually, it's because of this. This is the main reason which gives rise to this one. What is this? This is an area, an oriented area. What is DQ and DP? Hot multiplication. You have DQ. It's the area of the parallelogram. It's the area of the parallelogram. This is DQ and this is DP. That's the area. This is This is omega. Okay? But this is an oriented area. Okay? Nakuha? This is an oriented area. Pag imong balyon, it becomes negative. Okay? So that is an oriented area. And this is the canonical two form. Okay? Now, what is a two form? For a one form, it's a vector. A one form, it's a vector to give a one form, it's a vector in order to give up, a one form, it's a vector to become a scalar. So a two form needs two vectors. Okay? Mao na itong we now in the two form kani, which is the tanan, mo na ko sa tanan. Okay. This is to be applied to a duha ka vectors. So meaning, we are to apply omega for two vectors UV in order to get this is now a real number. Okay? If we apply this one. Okay. From here, let's define what we call another product here called the interior product. Okay, by the way, we are now in the cotangent bundle and we can have vector fields in the cotangent bundle. What are vector fields in the cotangent bundle? The vector fields in the cotangent bundle, let's say X now in the cotangent bundle is written as, this is, unsa ba sa cotangent bundle? Q and P. So sa ato pa, this is Q dot, tama? Q dot I, partial over partial QI, plus, unsa dire? This must be P dot, right? P dot I, partial over partial PI. This must be a vector field in the cotangent bundle. No, don't think of Hamiltonians yet. Don't think about any of that. We are in general in the cotangent bundle. Okay? Nakuha ninyo? So this is a vector field on that. So, what does omega eat? It eats vector fields like this. Okay? So, we define the interior product, or what we call the contraction. We define it by this. Actually, ang common notation is iota. Okay, but it's difficult to write that, so let's just use I. Okay? The iota is like the I nga kung ano. Okay? I X omega. To define the contraction is that we contract a two form by a vector field, through a vector field. That means, to this contraction, Or we can call this I as the contractor. Okay? So, we can think of this as the contractor, no? So, that means, okay, it will now contract omega by this. This is the definition of that. This is omega x. If we apply this to a certain, whatever is ano dira, so omega x dot. Or kana lang siguro, no? This is yet to be applied. So omega x. So that means that this contraction contracts a two form into a one form. And this one right here, that means, unsa ni siya? If omega is a two form, this now becomes a one form. Because a contractor, or contraction, contracts a P form into P minus 1 form. So this omega x, wala pa ni siya na-apply ha. If we put a vector here, that becomes now a, what? A scalar. Sabta ninyo ang kuan, ang ano niya? Okay? This is the interior product or the contraction. So that contractor, we will call that the contractor, no, because it contracts. This one is the contractor. No. Because this is already contracted. Okay? So we can think of this as the contractor, no? That vector field x. Now, unsa ni siya? This is a one form, right? This is a one form. So, what we want is that for a scalar field, we have a vector field x. Okay? A vector field x being, the two form contracted by a vector field x is that we have this. This must be a differential of a function. This must be a one form, right? So we can write this as a d of a function, tama? We write that as df, as a one form. That must be a one form, tama? Okay? Because if we put a vector right here, that means, tanawa, that means, okay, omega x and v is equal to, this is just df v. But what is df v? Okay? Tanaw nato ni siya. What is, by the way, dxi v? Okay, mo ni wala na-define nato ni wala pa. Wala no. Wala ta ka-define ani something. Ang wala. Ay, okay. Naaday katong ganiha. Sa ano, so dxb, we can think of this as v xi. Vxi, the ano of the coordinate function. So Vxi, so unsa man ni siya? This is Vi, unsa iko andre? Tanawa. Vxi is Vi, and then you have partial I. Di ba you have partial xi over partial xj? Tama? Partial xi over partial xj. So sa ato pa, this is kana. Right? So basically, dxiv takes its counter, unsa to'y element, the component of v that is dual to dxi. Muna yung action. Okay? So, nasabtan ninyo? So, technically, and this is a number, right? So, this is just vi. Vj partial x I over partial x j, okay? Okay? And this is just equal to vi. This is a number, right? So, technically, this is a number. When you apply this one dire, so muna ni siya. df vi is, okay? This is just equal to v f. Tama? Okay? Okay. Now, asa naman ta? Ako siyang tanggalon dire. Wait. Okay. Now, I want this is actually the whole point right here. Suppose we have a scalar function h, which is a function of q and p. This is a scalar field function. That means that using this one, when I will contract, okay, the vector field, this is a scalar field. Every scalar field has a dual vector field. Like f, you have gradient of f, tama? Diba? F, a scalar field. The gradient of f is a vector field. Tama? So that means that we can have here some sort of vector field associated with the Hamiltonian. And let's call that xh. Okay? And this must be equal to dh. Okay? That must be equal to dh. So again, this h, what is h? dh is, how do we write dh? dh, okay, asama na ako na isulat. I'll write this right here. dh is, sa ikuha na ni? Partial h over partial qi dqi plus partial h over partial pi dpi. Right? That's dh. Now, kaning dire, what's my xh now? My xh is the vector field associated with the Hamiltonian. Okay? Ato na siyang ikuan ron. So that means in general, we don't know what's xh yet. We don't know what this one is. It's just a vector field. Okay? Pareha tong ganiha. For a function f, what was our vector field associated with x? With f. Sa R2, you have the gradient of f. Tama? So we expect this to be some sort of a gradient. Okay? So, tendency, we have xh. In general, xh is, since this is a vector field, so unsa man ang component sa vector field, di ba? That of the coordinate function. So unsa may coordinate function niya? Q. So this means this is q dot partial over partial qi. Okay? And okay. Okay, yan na nato ni sa ikuan ha. Ato sa ning i-solve. Because I want to show you this to you. We have to, I'll write xh as xh, ako lang sang yan eh. This is a partial over partial ai, partial qi plus bi partial over partial pi. So sa ato pa, this one, on this side right here, ixh omega, okay, is equal to omega of xh. Okay? But what is omega? I think I should write, di rin ako magsugod. What was omega? Our omega is equal to dqi dpi. That's our omega. And sa ato pa, omega, okay, omega of xh is just equal to dqi dpi eating xh and whatever is that there. Okay? And this one, this is a scalar, this is a, di ba sa partner din, this is a vector field, right? Okay? So yeah. Just like this one. Tanawan ng df, kung say kaon niya, say feed dire, it's a vector. So this is a vector here. So this is dqi xh dpi, whatever is that. Okay? Plus, okay, here, medyo abstract na. Kani siya dire, asa na ta? dqi xh. Yeah, this is correct. Na ano ninyo ni siya? Okay. Now, what is dqixh? As I've said, katong ganiha dire, unsay ginahatag niya? Di ba ganiha, dxi, ganiha to, dxi dire, dxi eating v equals what? This is vi. Sa ato pa, this will give us ai. Tama? So, this is ai. Now, tanggalon na nako ni because ai is not a differential, is a zero form. So, this is now ai dpi. And then, write this one is what? This one is dpi xh. Unsay counter, ano niya? Kaning b, right? Okay? That b, wait, I think there's a negative right here. Ay, negative dira. Is the alternation, ay negative. Okay? So, this is now, kani. So, dpi dot, kana siya. Tama? Minus, this is dqi dot, and this is now, we cannot just multiply this kay kani siya is scalar naman. So, this is, what is this? This is just b. Ang coordinate, ano niya, no? So, this is just bi. Or, technically, this can be written as ai dpi, dpi acting on ana, or ato na lang isahon dire, dpi minus bi dqi to be acted on that vector. Nakuha ninyo? Okay? And this equation, asa na ba ta? We force this. Actually, we want, this is not we force, but this is basically that. It's not we force that, it's not that we define that. I mean, maogin na siya. This must be dh. Okay? Now, what do we get right here? Unsay makita nato? And h now, what is xh? Xh is actually what? Kung this is in general, ano? What is xh? Di ba xh is q dot I? Partial over partial qi. Plus, what is this? This is p dot I partial over partial pi. That means that if this is just equal to, so I x h omega is just equal to minus b. Saan minus b? Okay, that's minus q dot I. Sakto ba? Ay, ang b na sa p, no? Buang. So, kani, ang b is p. So, this is q, wait lang. Um, kadali lang ha. Wait. Kalibog yun ani bay. QI sakto na ni. Sakto ni siya dire. Pero this is in differential form. Ay, okay, wait. Okay. Sakto na ni siya. That means that this one right here is this. AI dpi minus bi dqi. But what is this equal to? According to this one, this is dh, which must be equal to what? Partial h over partial qi dqi plus partial h over partial pi dpi. What do we make of this identification? That means that this one is dot and that is dot. But what is bi from this form? Bi is negative bi is, what is bi? Sa kaninga form is p dot i, tama? So you have now negative p dot I equals partial h over partial qi, or this is negative, and q dot I equals partial h over partial p I. And we derive Hamilton's equations without any physics, but purely geometry. This is Hamilton's equations. And this is true for any function in the cotangent bundle. So the Hamilton's equation, Hamiltonian, di ba? And we did not do any physics. It's just purely geometry. Okay? So, muna siya. Did we assume any physics right there? Wala. It's just pure geometry. Oh.
So, yung ano, yung galing sir.
Ay, okay. Ganun na yung ani. Mao na ano, i-accurate na siya. That actually, wala na ko nakaanog daghang definition manggod kay taas kayo gatong ikuan. Pero ani na siya. Na kay alpha, okay. Okay. Alpha, beta, alpha of UV, these are vectors.
Yes.
This is equal to, kuan pag yun dire. This is alpha, beta. Tama? Acting on vectors, two vectors. Kay, you need to, kay kuan. So this is alpha U, beta V. Minus alpha V, beta U. Bilinear nga,
Definition sa which product.
wedge product. So, mao na siya ang acting. So, kani siya. So, since omega is...
Minus definition niya day.
Sa wedge. Yeah, I think minus, makicheck. Minus ang sa Minus. Mao ni siya. And here, we derive the Hamilton's equations without any doing physics. And in general, it's not yet the Hamiltonian. It's already the Hamiltonian, but yeah, it's a Hamiltonian function basically. Okay? This is h of QP. Okay? Now, to proceed, we need to derive a bit more complicated nga definition. The Lie derivative. Okay. Before this, hindi na ako mag-do definition, meaning this is under the Lie derivative. Okay. That means that kailangan nato masabtan unsa ni siya. Okay, we have to understand things right here. We are in the cotangent bundle, and the point P in the cotangent bundle, this could be point, no, let's name a point U, dot U. Okay? Now, a vector, a flow, we're talking about flow here. Let gamma of T be a curve in TM, T star MDI. Sa ato pa, at this point right here, this is gamma of T, okay? Gamma of 0 equals U. So right there, this is just gamma of T. Now, we have, think of a vector field, the flow. And this vector field is something, this one. That flow is nakay vector field in space. Think of the wind. Kanang makita niyo sa ano, no? It's like a flow. So at this point, you have a flow. You have a flow right here. Flow and flow. And in fact, this vector field right here, that is XH. Okay? Kani, okay. So, dire na, napugkayaan nga vector field. So, this one right here, this flow right here is just XH. I mean, this vector fields dire. And XH is defined all throughout. We have a curve dire. This curve right here, this function, this special function, is what we call, kaning, di ba we have, kung sa R2 natin, algebraic equation, this function right here is what we call h of gamma t. Okay? Na ano ninyo? Nabiso. Nakay point, nakay curve. And this curve na ay flow. Define ang imong flow. Okay? Here, this curve is some gamma t. Think of that as katong circle, which is just a parameterization of a circle. Pero actually, it's quite inaccurate nga ano, kay tungod kay wala tay flow dito. But anyway, think of the vector field nga ano dito, no? Kanaganing kung i-map out nimo ng mga arrow sa vector field, di ba na kay makuha nga shape, nga curve. These are functions in ano nga, in which ang shape ana is actually the flow of the vector field. Now, that function nga mo ano siya sa flow, I mean, musunod siya dito, is what we call h of this. This is the Hamiltonian function. And that means that, okay, this tangent vector to that function, like for example, kay circle, di ba na equation ng circle? Some equation, f of xy equals c. You get at this point, at that point there, you can convert that into a vector through the gradient. That is del f. But this vector right here is not del f. That vector right there is xh. Okay? This vector is xh. Pero ang xh, and in classical mechanics too, I showed this to you. This is omega del h, the symplectic gradient. Okay? That's the symplectic gradient. That means this symplectic gradient right here is actually, symplectic means that, wala na ako i-discuss ganyan. Anyway, just meaning that omega is non-degenerate and at the same time it's closed, meaning d, okay, by the way, d omega is 0. This will play a crucial role later. Okay? Okay? So this is closed. This is part of being symplectic, and the other one is non-degeneracy. Okay? Pag ma-satisfy to siya, then we have a symplectic manifold. So anyway, so nasabtan ninyo ni? And this is just kana. Now, think of you as something like this. we have a function, a transform, this is a map psi t, which moves u, psi t of u, this now becomes what? Gamma t. Nakuha ninyo? Ang kuha na ni? Psi t, usan ni? Phi, no? Phi? Usan ba ni? Psi? Phi. Phi. Sa spelling sa phi? P-H-I? Unsa day itong phi? Unsa day ni? Same na ni? So, this is phi and phi. Okay, phi. Okay. Okay, think of this point. Phi t is a rule, this is a rule, that when it takes you a point, it actually moves it to dire. Okay, ano ya? You have a point U. Okay? This is a rule. Phi of t is a rule. Actually, phi of t is a map from Tm to Tm. T star M to T star M. Okay? This map, this rule, it takes a point Q and it gives us at point T, at time T. At time T, yeah, think of parameterization. Parameterization, basically. So basically, gamma T is a parameterization of Hamiltonian. So kumbaga pa katong sa analogy, but this is an accurate analogy kay wala tay flow. Well, if we can define a flow there, pwede. Think of the circle as x squared plus y squared, f of x equals x squared plus y squared as the Hamiltonian. Okay? And the parameterization of that is kani. Nako?
Sa Cartesian with xy karon kay QP.
QP. Pero medyo na siya, no? Okay, this is an even dimensional nga Okay? So, now this is a map that when it takes you, it gives us gamma t. Okay? So, right here, sabi ato kung ano na ani. Nasabtan ni nga map. Okay. Because this is gamma t na adiri, tama? Okay. So that is now the flow. You understand this flow? And this flow actually is what we call canonical maps. Okay? And we already dealt with this one sa the canonical maps. Okay. Ani atong karon? You all understand now this flow. We will now define the Lie derivative, but first the Lie derivative of a Lie derivative of a differentiable function. The Lie derivative of a differentiable function f, this is denoted by Lx f. The Lie derivative of differentiable function f in the light of or in the context or with respect to the flow x. X here is a flow. Okay? Oh, by the way, bago tayo proceed anak di ay. What's gamma t? Gamma t is gamma dot of t. Gamma dot of t is mao ni ang r of t. Tama? Para naamoy ko. This is r of t, right? This is r of t, the curve traced by r of t. What is r dot of t? Di ba dito tangent? Tama? Right? So, meaning, the tangent vector, kani siya dire, if this curve is gamma t, that means that gamma dot of t is x of gamma t. Okay? But here, x is acting on the coordinate functions of gamma. 8x is acting on the coordinate functions of gamma. So that means that this forms what we call a differential equation. We have here a differential equation. Okay, at maghatag ko example karon. Okay? So anyway, ato ni siyang kuanon.
Una, mga like, nakay kanang systems of
Na kay Kuandra, mulid na siya dito sa DE. Okay? So here we have defined this as, okay, this is the lead derivative of a function f is d over dt of, okay, you have a flow t. This is f, so ganun ini ha, f, psi t star of f na. And then if we evaluate this at t, okay, ano na to? At t equals 0. Where this one is what we call the pullback. Now, saan ang pullback? Now, let's understand this one. Okay, medyo lisod ni siya. Let's understand this definition. And what is that pullback? Okay, imagine na glass dira nga pwede magamit. Wala no. Or any okay, think of this board as our manifold M. Karon, think of the glass as, suppose nga na ay temperature distribution dire. Right? There's in every point in the board, there's that temperature distribution. Now, that distribution is given by scalar field. And that, you can see that as colors, right? Tama? That's T of XY, no? Temperature of at XY. So, you would see that as colors. But then, since we cannot write something on the board, what we want is, and this can have, what we want to write, that is what, maybe we will use a glass and have that glass colored according to the distribution of this, of the temperature, tama? So for example, right, this point right here, and this point is U. That point is U. Now, pag-ana natin, pag-taplak natin, when we put the glass or the cellophane or whatever, just to know, because, without the cellophane, the board is just this. Maybe it's white. But when you put that colored cellophane, because that colored cellophane is that is the scalar field in which muhatag sa ato ang distribution of temperature, in which maybe red is very hot and blue are cold. Pag ana nimo diri, what you would see are the colors in the cellophane, right? Assume that this is like white. Tama? Now this point right here, when you put the cellophane, this point will have a color. Let's say that color is red. So kuha ninyo. Pag-ana, this point right here on the board, pag-ana niyo cellophane, that point would correspond to red. Now, how would this temperature field react when there's a flow of vector field? That means, example of a flow of vector field is that, think of that cellophane atong ituyok. Nakuha ninyo? I-ana ninyo, you try to rotate, it could generate a flow. That's a valid flow, because every point a valid flow means that every point will only trace one flow. It cannot go in two different directions. So meaning, if we rotate that cellophane, yan na natong cellophane, no, rotate na to with some fixed at some point. What you get is a flow. Will this change? No, the position is the color will change. It becomes green now. Now, suppose because of that flow, katong ganiya in the cellophane, the motion of this, pag-ana nato in the cellophane, the motion of katong corresponding to cellophane, the motion of that, kung atong ano is daa dire. This one is that gamma t. Nakuha? Nasabtan ninyo? Gituyok na itong cellophane. Now, this one is, this right here is phi t of u. Okay? Now, amo ni lisod sa ano sa pag-explain sa pull back onya, nana po tayo push forward onya. Okay? Okay. Now, since the cellophane has rotated, this point right here is now green, tama? Kasi green to ganiha dire, right? Tama ninyo? Ano ya? We plug the cellophane, and this point right here has a color green. Okay? Ay, pero to, red to ganiha yun ako. Okay, red. Assume that the board is white. It's red. When I rotate that one, katong point na to corresponding to the cellophane is moving through kani. At some point, it stopped right here. Naana siya dire. That means, in pag-ana, when the cellophane has rotated, what is the color of this point on the board? It's red. Now, suppose, karon, this is now green. Right? Green. Ha? Green na ni siya ron, right? The new one. The thing is, sa ato pa, kaning phi t u diri has now moved. The pullback is we want to know the old value of this. We want to retrieve that red color. Sabtan ninyo? So, technically, this is just composition of function. This can be taken as d over dt of f of phi t of u. This is evaluated at u. This is just, this is composition of function. And this is at t equals 0. Okay? At t equals 0. Now, kani. Okay? Pero okay na ni. Sayon naman ni siya i-compute. Medyo kuhan lang siya. This is at t equals 0. Okay. So, this is correct. F of... this is correct. Unsa ni siya? F of t... What is f of tu? This is the value of this, tama? Ani, we want the value of that. Pero karon sa kabag-o, unsa ni color ani red na, di ba? So pag plug in nato sa f, nakuha nato ang red which was the old color of this. Okay, so asa ka to nakat? So nakat ganiha, I don't know asa dapit. Okay. Ani na lang. The video was cut and taman diri up to here. Okay? But just for the when you watch this again, this just say that, and you can see the proof of this one, that the Lie derivative of a scalar field through this one by expanding so katong sa flow, because katong diri already is just equal to, you can review that one sa is just equal to the what we call the directional derivative. Now, the Lie derivative of a vector field y with respect to the flow x. Now, the definition of this one is there is this d over dt gihapon. And right here, this is phi of minus t, but this is now a pullback, a push forward. Okay? We will deal with this one next meeting. What I want now is, basically, next meeting we'll deal with this one. And actually, this is just equal to, this is the Lie bracket of xy. So, mugawas ang Lie bracket dire in the Lie derivative. And you will understand that the purpose of this one, di ba, last time we already talked, last semester in the classical mechanics, we talked about the Lie bracket. Okay? As some sort of algorithm where to go in the next point sa tangent space. Okay? But what we want here is this. We will sa next meeting, what I want is this. The Lie derivative of omega, any differential or alpha, differential form alpha. Okay? There is still that formula, d over dt, blah, blah, blah. But I'll not, since we are out of time, ako na lang idali because I'll just explain this again next meeting. This is Cartan's, using Cartan's formula. This is actually I x d alpha plus d of ix alpha. This. For any for a differential form alpha. Okay? Now, this is Cartan's formula. This is a theorem. This formula for the Lie derivative of a differential form is not this. I mean, this is a theorem. Now, this still d over dt, some pullback dito. Okay? But it's quite a long story. So, what we want, I'll just give this, and then next meeting, mubalik ta dire. Now, look at omega. Our omega in our symplectic form. Lx omega is Ix d omega plus d of, what is this when this is omega? And in terms of the Hamiltonian vector field, we want this. The Lie derivative of omega in terms of the Hamiltonian vector field, so this is kani, and this is d of, what is this? In terms of the, when this is Ixh omega, which is just, katong ganiha, dh, right? And this one is d of d omega means d of d phi or phi. Diba? Because phi was katong ganiha. Okay? D phi minus d phi is omega. So d of d phi, this means that this one is 0. And this is 0. D of d. This squared is actually 0. This is 0. This means that Lxh omega is equal to 0. This is actually Liouville's theorem. Unsay meaning ani? This is the area. And this is the flow. What does the Lie derivative tells us? The change of a function or a tensor field in general, because this can act to any tensor field. It gives us the change of the tensor field as the points move with the flow. Imagine that. Like katong ganyan temperature gradient for a scalar. Nakuha ninyo? Or if you have a vector field and the points moves according to the flow, how does it change? For omega, for any form, differential form omega, that means that this is how the Lie derivative of omega is actually how omega, what is this omega? This is the area, right? The area as you flow along with respect to the Hamiltonian flow, how does the area change? And this is equal to 0. So that means if you have points, kani, and this area is that, as it flows, as these points will travel according to what? The Hamiltonian flow, right? Each of these will give us a Hamiltonian curve of different energies. As maabot na sila diri, when they get, when they get here, phi t of u1, kani siya kay phi t of u2. This is, nakuha ninyo, sabda ninyo? Now, all of this will form this region. And that region is, we can call this omega 1 and this is omega 2, infinitesimal. What is this region? Well, according to to this one, the change is 0. That means now that, okay, omega is constant. That area is that area, this area is preserved. Okay? This is Liouville's theorem. And all of in our statistical mechanics, this one will comprise a microstate. And this collection is, this closed region here is what we call a microcanonical ensemble, which is just the measure of the volume of that. The way that this one will flow is according to this. And the resulting statistics is very, okay, the flow of the probability. In fact, nakita nimo dito that A will flow, the measure of A is the same. If this is A right here, and if these points will flow, that means that measure of A is constant. It doesn't change. If you have an A which is changing, mu of AT is as equal to mu of A naught. In general, you have a probability of that, it doesn't change. And you will know that that will evolve according to, the density function will evolve, na magawas itong Poisson brackets. Okay? Now, what we have, okay, as of now, naata diri. Balik na ta diri pohon. Sunod. Katong ganiha is, sa ganito, sa ganitong I, X, H, omega equals DH. This one is Hamiltonian mechanics. Okay? That's Hamiltonian mechanics, basically. Okay? So we have here describe Hamiltonian mechanics without actually doing any physics. And we come up with every quandary and Poisson brackets and everything. And in fact, what's Poisson brackets? You can show this one. XF, tangent vector acting on a differentiable function. This is FH. Okay, you can show that. So meaning this is X acting on F, is just the Poisson bracket. Okay? So we can think of it as the Poissoning or Poissonator, Poissonizing. Okay?